Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to yet another donut video. That's right. Speaking of donuts, look at this donut I made. Big haul 3, item power berries 3 on the first try. I know you're jealous. It's okay. Anyways, enough about the donuts that I'm making. Let's talk about some data that was data mined recently on sparkling power, alpha power, and I believe we also have the different sizes like teensy, jumbo, and encounter power. So there's been a lot more data available now that it's been out for a little bit, and I just wanted to do a little update. So first up, taking a look here, this is on Cerebi, and this is like very bare bones general overview what sparkling power actually does. Here, let me move myself out of the way. All right, now that I'm gone, so taking a look here, right, sparkling power, what we really want to be looking at is this right here. So our just base odds are 1 in 4,096, nothing new, completely normal. Shiny charm 1 in 1024. If you don't have sparkling power, that's what you're running around with all the time. Sparkling power level 2 pretty much halves your chance. So 2048, not as much for the shiny charm. You go to 1 in 819. Sparkling power level 2, we go down to 1 in 1365 for no shiny charm, and 1 in 638. And then sparkling power level 3, so the one that everyone's going to really be going for, sparkling power level 3 brings you to 1 in 1024 without a shiny charm. So it's bringing you to the shiny charm odds for having sparkling power level 3. And then if you have the shiny charm, it brings you to 1 in 585. Those odds are crazy. If you think about all of the Pokemon that you're spawning in when you're running around, 1 in 585, absolutely insane. Also, you don't have to do 1,000 battles to get the shiny charm anymore if you have the DLC. So if you haven't gotten it, definitely look at doing it. You might be a lot closer than you think you are after doing some of the DLC stuff. So also up here in this paragraph, it says there are 3 different levels of sparkling power, and if you have sparkling power level 3, you will get a guaranteed shiny Pokemon in your excursion matching the type of sparkling power. So what that means is when you spawn into a mega dimension, if you have sparkling power 3, you're guaranteed to get a mission that says catch a shiny Pokemon. Now, having sparkling power 3 isn't the only way to get it. Let me explain that real quick. So taking a look at this photo here, this is from Anubis on Twitter at Sabuna_Switch. They're the ones that do all the data mining for this stuff. They're the most accurate data miner out of anyone. If you are looking for this information on your own, I highly suggest going to them. Also follow me while you're there. But at the bottom here, entering a hyperspace wild zone with any sparkling power level 3 causes the first Pokemon that spawns in and matches the sparkling power type to be forced shiny. So if you enter a zone, let's say it has fighting Pokemon, you have fighting sparkling power level 3, the first fighting Pokemon that spawns is forced shiny. If you have all types, the first Pokemon that spawns will be shiny. It does mention also that you can re-roll it with the backup saves. If you heal at a Pokemon Center, restore from backup. So let's say you have a sparkling power level 3. What you can do, you can look at your different hyper dimensions. Great one, Mudkip, right? So this one has Mudkip in it. If you have sparkling power level 3, you can save at a Pokemon Center, enter the dimension with that donut, see if Mudkip is the first thing that spawns. If it's not, close out your game, load from a backup. The layout will change in the hyper dimension. And you can keep doing that until Mudkip is the first thing that spawns. Guaranteed shiny Mudkip. So sparkling power level 3 essentially lets you get any Pokemon you want shiny for free, which is kind of insane. So if you're looking for a specific Pokemon, sparkling power level 3, 100% the way to go. And that's pretty much the main gist with sparkling power. If you're doing the shiny legendary hunts like I'm going to be doing soon, obviously sparkling power level 3 is better. But sparkling power level 2 still gives you 1 out of 683. So if you get a good donut that's sparkling power level 2, honestly, I think that's good enough if you have the shiny charm, 100%. So now with all of the shiny info out of the way, let's take a look at encounter power. So from Papa Hefe on Twitter, it's Papa Hefe on Twitter, that's his @. He has been doing some tests, it seems, with encounter power. And from what his tests have shown, it seems like it doesn't actually change the amount of Pokemon that spawn. It changes the respawn time, which is pretty much pointless. Like, I don't want to be doomer about encounter power, but honestly, if all it does is lower the respawn timer, it doesn't really have a purpose, especially even if you're doing like the horde hunting where you get them all to respawn. If you just have a donut that's 5 minutes, you don't need encounter power at all. So personally, I wouldn't really go for encounter power on a donut, because from the brief testing he's done, and I believe he did make a video on it too. If you want to check that video out, you can go to his YouTube channel. He did more tests on it. It's really not worth going for. I wouldn't prioritize it at all on a donut. It's kind of like a dead stat. I can be on the screen for this one. So for this one, we have alpha powers. So alpha powers, level 1 is going to put you at 11% for alphas. Level 2 is 21. Level 3 puts you at 51% alpha chance. So every 1 out of 2 Pokemon, percentage wise, going to be an alpha on average. So rather than encounter power, what you really want to do, if you're looking for alphas, shiny alphas, you want to get alpha power level 3, and then sparkling power minimum, I would say level 2. Obviously level 3 is great, but if you can get alpha power level 3, I would almost say if you have the shiny charm and you get alpha power level 3 on a donut, just stick with that. I'm gonna be honest, like 51% is insane. Now in that same vein, for the different sizes of Pokemon, oh, and again, before I move on, this was also from Anubis at Sabuna_Switch on Twitter. Right here, Anubis. I will have them linked in the description as well. I'm also going to link Papa Hefe, so no worries there. Okay, so now we have the effects of Teensy and Humongo power. I'm going to make this really simple to understand because this might be confusing for some people, but I want to give you all of the data that I can. So if we're looking right here, if you don't have any power, this is how it works. It's triangular. So that means the outliers are much less likely to happen. The 0 to 15, 1 out of 121, 40 to 255, 1 out of 121. So those are your mini mark Pokemon and your jumbo mark Pokemon. If you don't have any powers, you're much more likely to land right here. Once you start getting into the powers, we'll look at Teensy first. If you have Teensy power level 1, it takes away the chance of large and extra large. They're just gone. And then your chances right here, you go from 1 out of 121 to 1 out of 8 for 0 to 15, which is, if you're looking for a mini mark Pokemon, absolutely insane. And that's just level 1. So uniform means that the odds are more evenly spread out, right? So if we take a look, we move on, you go to 1 out of 6 on level 2, and then when you go to level 3, it's 1 out of 2. So it is either going to be 0 to 15 or 16 to 47. Those numbers are the size values. The tiny ones are like your 0 scale. So you have a pretty much 50% chance for it to be in that 0 to 15 range. And the same thing goes for Humongo, but in the reverse direction. So as we move down, we go 1 out of 8, 1 out of 6, and then 1 out of 2 for the 240 to 255, and your 255 are what give you the jumbo marks. Now, those marks are not in this game, but they are in things like Scarlet and Violet, and probably will be in the next mainline game, Generation 10. And if we take a look right here, level 3 is 2 times as strong as in Scarlet and Violet. So people did a lot of jumbo hunting and tiny hunting in that game. This is 2 times as strong, which is correct. Now, I know I flexed this donut on you earlier, but this donut is special because it has big haul power level 3, item power berries level 3. Going to a 4-star hyperspace, which is what I'm at right now, right over here, I'm going to a large one. I have 7 minutes. I'm going to try my best to optimize, get every single Pokeball, and I'm going to tell you how many hyper berries I get by the end of it, just to show you the true power of big haul plus berries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, nope, 7. One thing to note while you're doing this, if you save when you go in, you can make sure that you get all the balls that you can, because you can, kind of mark where they are and then do an optimal route if you don't have a lot of time. Or if you're having trouble collecting the challenges, which we have a really annoying one, which is catch Pokemon undetected. I don't like that one at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See what we get what from our golden Pokeball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Want to know how many berries we're at? I'm not going to tell you. You gotta wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, there's one down there. No. I'll leave that one. That's fine. So we ended with a total of 126 berries. 126 from one donut. And now, with that donut, talking to Ansha, wow. So we have, there we go, look at that. 16 Hyper Haven berries. These are going to be great for making shiny hunting donuts. Hyper Tonga berries. We have these ones for item power. So once you get one of those with Big Haul 3, Berry Power 3, if you get one of those, you're pretty much good. After that, you can keep scaling, keep making more a lot easier. So yeah, definitely some good powers. I'm glad we have all the Datamined data. So now we know exactly what we're dealing with sparkling powers. If there's any other updates, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.